So here we are on a Windows 7 computer, and we're going to be setting up ChurchView for running. First thing we want to do is check to make sure that the monitors are set up correctly. So we're going to right click on the monitor background and select Screen Resolution. And here are the monitors we have on our system. Our main monitor is always number 1. Our secondary monitor, which is set up. And in this case we also have a third monitor set up. The second monitor we're going to be using for our projector output, and the third monitor will be used for our TelePrompt. Make sure that when you click on 2 or 3 that you have Extend Desktop to this display selected. Otherwise you won't see it. And if you have trouble trying to figure out which is monitor 2 output and which is monitor 3 output, on Windows you can click on the Identify and you will see the number 1, 2, and 3 on the respective monitors. So that makes it a little bit easier so that you know whether your monitor 2 output is going to the projector or the teleprompt. Helps you set things up properly. So we'll hit OK on that. And now we're going to start ChurchView 5.03. So we double click on our icon. We have our splash screen, which tells us which version and revision that we're running for ChurchView 5, which is an important thing to know when you call us for a support question. Now here we get a little warning that says that the projector is set to the main screen. Do you want to autocorrect this? Because normally your projector should not be on screen number 1. So we're going to say yes and let it autocorrect that. And here we have ChurchView version 5 right up. And here we have ChurchView version 5. As we can see on the lower side, on our status it says monitors found 3, which is what we want to have happen, and also our level here is quad. So that now to set up the monitors and make sure that they're going out in the right place, we click on our File menu, Setup, and Multi-Screen. And here is where we set up our monitors. As you can see, we have Display 1, Display 2, and Display 3. Now, there's your detailed information on any screen that you click on it. Our main screen is always going to be on our main screen, Display Screen 1. We have a 16:9 ratio, so I'm using a widescreen monitor as my main monitor, which is okay. The main projector is now set to Display 2, which is what the autocorrect has done, and our teleprompt is set on Display 1, which is wrong because we want it to go out to our monitor number 3. So we select Display 3 and we now have them set up. Now if you're at this stage and you don't remember whether Display 2 is going out properly to the projector or whether it's going out to the teleprompt, we can click on our own Locate button and it will show a graphic overlay on each monitor one at a time. So we show Display 1, then we show Display Screen 2, and finally we show Display Screen 3. So that's a confirmation that you have your output selected properly here. Now we're going to go into the background graphics and make sure that things are set up. As you can see on the cue list, we already have a graphic set up with our sample text in front of it. Now if we want to test to make double sure that this goes out on our projector, we just click on Live View and we should see this exact text with the words coming out on our main projector. We can turn projector off at this point because we've confirmed that it's going out to the correct place. Now over on our Songs tab, we will notice that we have no graphic background at all. It's just a straight solid color, which is fine. But in order to change that, we can use our Browse button here. And on ChurchView, we set up in the public documents, we set up a subdirectory called ChurchView 5, and there's another directory under that called Backgrounds. So you can browse to that location, and here we have a nice little song background with a music note. So as soon as we select that, we see the background change here. And we have to make sure that you set you click on Update in order to update the changes that you've made. But we can also use a live video for a background, or I should say a video loop for the background, which a lot of people like doing. So we select video from the types of images. We're going to select video background 2 by double clicking on it, and here we have a video background on the songs. We have our play button here, so we can confirm that this is the video that we want to see, and the animation looks nice and smooth here. We can stop that, and again, if we want to see how it looks on our main projector, we just click on the live preview screen, or live preview button I should say, and that will come out on our main projector. As simple as that. Now this line at the top separates the title area from the body area. So for simple songs and stuff, we can drop this down, and as you can see, now we have lots of room for the title, but the text is shrunk on the body in order to make it fit. So normally you'll want that just underneath your text, and that will vary depending upon the size of text that you have selected here for your font and your background. And there we are. So that we'll update that, and that's how we set things up quickly. Now if we want to test it with our scripture, we already have Genesis 1:1 selected as a default, so we're going to click on the Find button, which pulls up our graphic here, and then we can click on Send to send it directly out to the projector, or we can click on Fade In, which will fade in our video, our text, and you should be able to see that on the projector. And there's our quick setup for ChurchView. More to follow, stay tuned, and go to www.churchview.net to see this video and many others, as well as download a 30-day trial version if you haven't done so already. Thank you for watching, and God bless.